Well, we'll work our way up into third gear and then we'll go from third to fourth down the straight. Yeah, just wait for me to say when you do the gear change. Either way, pop it in first and head straight out.
Oh, what?
Oh, yeah. Bit slower. There you go.
I need to stop here, yeah?
Yeah, we'll stop at that red and white barrier.
Fucking heavy, the clutch.
Yeah, man, it's proper heavy. We'll let this Viper go. As soon as that Viper's passed, head straight out for me, alright?
Alright.
And then we'll wait for that Lamborghini as well.
Yeah.
Sweet, head straight out. So yeah, work your way up into third gear.
Now good.
Yep. Now let the car run out wide, so nice and close to that white line. Now head back to the left hand side. So on the brakes from now all the way down to the cone, leave it in third for this bit. Both wheels on that red and white curb. Now you let the car come into the middle of the circuit. See this line?
Yeah.
Use this as a reference. So this is roughly in the middle.
Yeah.
What we're going to be doing, miss that red and white curb. Nice and close to that yellow cone now. So get nice and close to it, nice and close. Straight line, lightly kiss that first left. Good. Middle of the circuit, really cut it. So really cut it now. So you got to turn in a bit earlier for that. Middle of the circuit, and what we'll do, we'll get nice and close to that yellow cone. Use the whole width of the circuit, and we'll pop it. Yeah, cut this apex and then full throttle all the way up. Just leave it in third for now. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Nice and hard on the brakes. Sounds nice though.
Lovely. I'm gonna buy one fucking hell.
Yeah. Just leave it in third, just leave it in third, yeah, sorry. Aim for that orange cone on your right, slowly feed this power back in.
Yeah.
As soon as you're at that yellow cone, you're turning in. And feed that power in. Yeah, let the car run out wide, full throttle all the way down. Keep going, keep going. On the brakes nice and hard. Turning in now, both wheels on the apex. And we're heading to the slow lane, which is just in front of that wide. Yeah, just here, just there. Good. And then head straight out onto circuit. Straight out. So really cut this apex here, nice and close to the cone. Straight line now, on the brakes. Come off the brakes, turning in, nice and close to the cone. Use the whole width of the circuit. Eye up the apex on your right, cut it, full throttle all the way up. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Nice and hard on the brakes. Good stuff. Head out nice and wide, and now we're turning in. So we aim for that orange cone on your right, slowly feed that power back in. So keep feeding it in, keep feeding in, straight out towards that yellow cone. Feed that power in, turn in, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Perfect, keep going, keep going, keep going, nice and hard on the brakes. Turning in, off the brakes, both wheels on the apex. Into that corner there, brake tiny bit harder. Because then you can turn it in a bit harder, alright? So we'll miss this first apex, turn into this apex cone. Lightly kiss this first left. Middle of the circuit. Really cut the second left, really cut it, really cut it. Middle of the circuit, on the brakes now. Turning in, aiming for that yellow cone. Use the whole width of the circuit, eye up the apex on your right, cut it, full throttle all the way down. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Hard on the brakes. Bit harder, bit harder. Good, good. Now turning in, aiming for that yellow orange cone on your right. Slowly feed this power back in. Feed it in, feed it in, feed it in. So, turning in now. Feed it in. Keep going, keep going. Hard on the brakes. Off the brakes, turn in. See, if you brake a bit harder and then turn in, you don't have to brake going into that corner. It's So keep up the speed, keep up the speed, it's good speed. Miss this first apex, nice and close to that apex cone. Lightly kiss that first left. Middle of the circuit, really cut the second left, so really cut it, good. Middle of the circuit, on the brakes now. Come off the brakes, turning in. And come into the slow lane on your left. Slow your speed down a tiny bit. And go for it, go. Keep going now on the brakes. Good.
How many horses power in this one?
Around 300, maybe 350. You can tune them though.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
I've only a Lancet, but
Oh, they're quite
I just
expensive.
really like how it looks, you know.
Oh yeah, they look well nice. Keep going. Hard on the brakes, bit harder. Off the brakes now, and then turning. See? If you brake hard and then you just chuck it in. Perfect. Go miss this first apex. Now turn into your apex cone. Lightly kiss that first left. Middle of the circuit, really cut the second left. Middle of the circuit, on the brakes now. We're turning nice and tight. Start to feed that power in. Feed it in. Cut the apex here, keep feeding it in. Good. Keep going. Hard on the brakes. Bit harder. Good. Turning in, aiming for that orange cone on your right hand side. Straight towards that yellow one. And now turning in. Let the car run out wide. Full throttle all the way down. Hard on the brakes. Off the brakes, turn in, both wheels. Perfect, good. Middle of the circuit. We're going to be missing this first apex here. Turn into your apex cone. Lightly kiss that first left. Middle of the circuit, really cut the second left. Middle of the circuit, on the brakes now. Come off the brakes, turn in. Use the whole width of the circuit, start feeding that power in. Cut the apex here, full throttle all the way up. Keep going. Nice and hard on the brakes, yeah, again. Keep on them. And now you're turning it. Aiming for that orange cone on your right. Start to feed that power in. Nice and wide. Turn in, feed in. Good. Hard on the brakes yet again. Off the brakes, turn in. Good. Middle of the circuit, what we'll do, miss this first apex here. Now turn into your apex cone. Lightly kiss that first left. Middle of the circuit, really cut the second left coming up. Middle of the circuit, on the brakes now. Come off the brakes, turn in, nice and tight. Start to feed that power in. Cut the apex here, full throttle all the way up. Keep going. Hard on the brakes, yeah, again. Top stuff, keep on them. Now you're turning in. Aim for the orange cone on your right. Feeding this power back in. So turning in now, feeding it in. And let's go. Hard on the brakes, off the brakes, turning in. So nice steady steering input, middle of the circuit. Miss this first apex, turn into your apex cone. Going to be lightly kissing that first left. Middle of the circuit, really cut the second left for me. Good, middle of the circuit, on the brakes yet again. Come off the brakes, turn in, nice and close to the cone. Use the whole width of the circuit. Cut the apex on your right here, full throttle all the way up. Keep going. Hard on the brakes, yeah, again. And we'll come into the pits at the top. How was that?
That's it, 8 claps.